Hello students, this is Obaid Wali, your English teacher. Today we will discuss about modifier, one of the very important thing in your syllabus. This is the learning outcome. Now, before we go to our main discussion, let's consider some examples first. Here you see the word garden is placed, then a garden, again a large garden, again it is enlarged by some other words, a large, comma, round shaped garden. Again in fifth line you see some more words are added here, a large round shaped garden on my way. So you see a single word garden has got new and new shapes 4 or 5 times. So, and every time new information has been added, and it has got new length. Another example, he is a singer. Okay, it's it gives you an information, a piece of information you get. Then again, he is an outstanding singer. Outstanding is added and you get some more information about him. Here are in next slide we see some more examples. He walks fast, he walks very fast. In first sentence he walks, and in second sentence he walks fast. So one more word is there in the second sentence, and this word is added and it gives some more information. And in the third sentence, more information than the first and second sentences are given. He walks very fast. How fast he walks? He walks very fast. Then again another example, he walks slowly. Compare this with the earlier ones. Then she is a singer, she is a very brilliant singer. So in all these examples you get the idea that how new information, new ideas have been added, and how this gives listener new information. And also you see new words are coming up here in all these examples. So these are the examples of modifier. What is a modifier? This word modifier comes from the word modify, which is a verb. Modify means to make little changes, to give or to add something more, to make it more useful, more suitable. So modifier, the concept of modifier, this modifier you will need in your spoken English and in your writing also. So this is very practical purpose. A modifier is a word, phrase or clause. So a modifier, this can be a word, phrase or clause that modifies other words in a sentence. That means it gives information about another word in the same sentence. Just recall the earlier examples. Here you see he walks, and in the second sentence he walks fast. The word fast modifies walks. How he walks? So this is giving you a bit more information about walk. So walk is a verb, and fast, it modifies the verb. That's why first is adverb. Usually adjectives and adverbs both can work as modifier in a sentence. Here is another example. Just watch the example closely. I am going to the Rahmania cafe for a vegetarian burger. The speaker is saying that he is going to Rahmania cafe for what? For burger. And this vegetarian burger has been added here to give more information about the type of the burger. So how is the burger? What type of the how is that burger's type? It is vegetarian burger. It is not a hamburger. So this word vegetarian is obviously a modifier here, and it modifies the word burger. So what is a modifier? As I was telling you earlier, a modifier is either an adjective or an adverb. The adjectives modify the nouns and the adverbs modify the verbs or the adjectives or the other adverbs. So you need to learn the use of modifier, because it is effective tool for learning language, and it also expands your vocabulary. You know how important vocabulary for learning English. So you can expand your vocabularies, you can learn new words with the help of modifier, and it has real life application in your spoken, in your listening. It will be needed for all the 4 skills in your language learning. Here are some more examples. For becoming a master in modifiers, you need to practice more. Look, the first one. Karim bought a chocolate cake yesterday. The word chocolate is in red color. Why? Because here the chocolate is the modifier and it is an adjective. So it tells about how was the cake, the nature of the cake. So this chocolate is a modifier, obviously. And the next sentence, Murphy, the president's daughter, is very sick. Here the red color portion of phrase, the president's daughter, is not a complete sentence. There is a phrase, and this is called appositive, and the whole appositive is modifying the noun Murphy. And the last example, the brown dog was barking at me aggressively. So here you see 2 modifiers. Brown is a modifier and aggressively, that's also a modifier. Brown is modifying the word dog and aggressively is modifying the word barking, how the dog was barking. So I think you have got a very good idea about modifier and how modifiers are being used in sentences to expand its meaning. Why we need modifier? What is the function of modifier in sentence? A modifier changes, clarifies, and qualifies or limits a particular word in the sentence in order to add emphasis, explanation, or details. So this has very practical utility. Any native speaker, while you listen to a native speaker or you watch a film, you will see that modifiers are used widely in spoken English. So it has a very real life implication. Now, types of modifier. There are 2 types of modifiers. One is pre-modifiers and the other is post-modifier. Pre-modifiers. What are the pre-modifiers? Pre-modifiers are